Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Very strong today, even stronger than Bitcoin. That hasn't happened in a while. That's really good. We're here on the, well, I've got it on the daily, 4-hour chart actually, but it should be the daily. So yeah, we're here on the daily chart for Ether, and I just wanted to start here to get everybody on the same page. For now, it really looks as if Ether could hold my support area, the upper support area there, which is also still, which relates to the primary count. The primary scenario is the white count, in which we are now in a wave 4 correction. And in this wave 4, it is crucial that we're holding the $2,975 level. At least do not get a sustained break below it. At the moment, support is holding, and even though we were sweating already a little bit, Ether respects the parameters. Yeah, the price is respecting the parameters, and we have another bounce. And as I already said over the last few days and even couple of weeks, that I'd like to see this higher B wave because it would put Ether into a more healthy position, just from a selfish point of view, because I want that support holds. Okay, so at the moment, Ether continues to hold support. The weakness seems to at least temporarily be over. So we will zoom in a minute. But overall, just wanted to cover the daily chart. We haven't done that for a while because really nothing happened, but I think it's important to zoom out, take a look at the bigger picture. We have different counts here on the chart. The white count remains the preferred scenario. I don't need to look into any other charts, or let's say other counts and scenarios, as long as the $2,975 level is holding. So that 50% fib level is just important because a break below the same would take out or would remove Ether's impulsive potential from the chart. So it's important that this level is holding, because a wave 4 in an impulse should not break below the 50% fib level. Okay, so yes, based on traditional Elliott Wave guidelines or rules, it is, you should say, technically valid that a wave 4 also retraces more than that, but it will just become very unlikely, unreliable. I can't recall an impulsive count with a wave 4 that retraced below the 50% fib level. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so that's sort of why we typically try to stick to the most probable counts. You might see other Elliott Wave analysts who call it a wave 4 even if it comes down deep, just to sort of fit the count their bias. Just because it doesn't move into the wave 1 price region, it's still valid. But yeah, it's not likely. So that's why I've sort of, I have introduced additional guidelines, let's say it like that. That don't change the rules, they don't change the guidelines, but they narrow down probabilities more. I think that's sort of how we should call it. And and I mean, if we say that the larger third wave is still unfolding then, because we had here a 1-2-1-2 setup, this is the third wave that's still unfolding, and it's crucial that in this third wave, we are holding that 50% fib level. And then we should see another 4 and another 5 and another 4, 5. And ideally, we are going to get into the 8 to 12K region in the bull run. A break below 2,975 opens the door to the blue count, which would be a diagonal pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or opens the door to the triangle A, B, C, D, E, which would frustrate a lot of people, including myself. It would be a long sideways triangle. Doesn't need to be focused on at the moment because we are still dealing with our preferred primary count. Yeah, and in this scenario, and maybe I'll go to the 4-hour chart just to show it, the idea is obviously we're working on that B wave, and we have an A wave down from the third wave top, an A wave down into the 19th of March low. Then we are likely now in a B wave rally. Okay, and that unfolds as an ABC structure, and that C wave could reach 3,850 roughly to 4,122. Okay, as long as it's only a 3-wave move, it can also extend higher. So B waves can extend, and overshoot. I did say that here already. This was also an overshooting B wave and went higher than most Elliott Wave analysts would have counted a high B wave. But I did say to you, sometimes these overshoot significantly, and we need a wave 4 and 5. As long as we don't have that, it is still possible we break back into support or push back into support, and that also happened. So that's why it's so important to get 5 waves to then expect a higher low. Until then, we are, there's no confirmation the B wave is over. But essentially, we had this support zone. A lot of people I know bought in this area. The price is already leaving the support area again, and might be approaching this B wave target area between 3,850 and 4,122. So that's sort of currently the preferred count. I see that as the most likely scenario, that we are still in wave 4, but simply form a larger ABC structure. And next we obviously need to break above micro resistance, these last highs here around 3,680, and then we could get into this target area, which I also have on the shorter time frame count or chart. And from here we have to be mindful, have to be watching for a move down in wave C, and the higher the B wave goes, the better for Ether, because the higher the chance that this orange support area is actually holding. So yeah, successful turnaround where it needs to, but at the moment in the preferred scenario, also just for risk management, from a risk management point of view, I see it only as a temporary rally in a wave B at the moment. But I have to do that because the rally here from the 20th of March low to the 26th of March high, it was only a 3-wave rally. So any direct breakout is possible, but just not reliable. So in any direct breakout count, we would be dealing with a diagonal, wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside, wave 3 to the upside, wave 4, 5. That's possible. But first of all, I expect higher prices anyway in this B wave. If after that we form another higher low and another higher high, then this is wave 5. The trend is up anyway at the moment, and even in wave C of B, I'd like to see the price go higher. And if we then get into the $4,000 region and we see a local top, I'm going to add another support area, and then we'll see if it can form 5 waves from there. In that event, then the 4th wave is already in, which I can only highlight as a potential at the moment. But because we haven't even broken out, it's not yet preferred, and also because had this rally been a 5-wave move, it would be much clearer. But we have to understand that in a 5th wave, we could be in a diagonal pattern. So that's why trading a wave 4 and 5 is always more difficult than trading a wave 2 into a 3rd wave. So basically trading a 3rd wave, because a 3rd wave has to be an impulse, and a wave 5 can be a diagonal. So hopefully that's sort of clear. Just want to give you an overview here. Target areas, relevant support, and I mean if the 5th wave is already unfolding, or even if the 4th wave is still unfolding, the 5th wave unfolds later, it should take us, that next rally can take us to a new all-time high, or at least to the all-time high resistance there at just below $5,000. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Here you can see additional updates that are posted on Twitter, so feel free to check it out. Just make sure that you follow the correct account. Yeah, you'll find links in the description. And yeah, have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.